Guess what? I forgot to do an intro of trying on the products I received for the month of August. I feel really, really bad. I went to edit the video, and as I was editing, I realized there wasn't an intro, and I had already washed my face off and was like, darn it. I forgot to do an intro for them to let them know I'm saying hi and so glad that they're here to watch me try on the products. And I was just so upset with myself. But I was like, well, I'm doing an unboxing the next day. I'll just do an intro then, which that's what I'm doing. I have a completely different makeup look, different hair, and a different shirt. But I do want to say hi to you all and thank you so much for stopping by and watching me try on the products. So let's go ahead and move on to the video. See y'all there. All right, so this is my bare skin that you all are actually seeing at the moment. And I will tell you this, my skin is very sensitive. Some of my videos, when I do my skincare regimen, you guys notice that my skin looks flawless. Yes, I will tell you that. But I have sensitive skin when the weather changes. And the weather is changing here in Illinois. And it's really, really frustrating for my skin. My skin has gotten worse as I've gotten older, if you can tell. This is how red it gets. It gets so itchy. That's why my skin is dry most times, but it looks oily at the moment because it's not oily. It's actually hydrated. I put all my moisturizers and my serums on. I did a mask. I'm just basically, I get more sensitive during the time of my cycle. Just FYI, I'm not trying to be like gross or anything, but you know, a lot of women have those issues. And I actually don't know if all of you knew that I had sensitive skin. So, all right. So I went ahead and got my eyeshadow primer on. I'm going to go ahead and also put my, what do you call it? My setting powder on. I wanted to do that real quick because of the fact not a lot of people know to do that before they put their eyeshadow on. And for me, that's basically a must because sometimes eyeshadow primers are like really freaking sticky. And when you go to put your eyeshadow on, it just sticks and it shows like patches and it's hard to blend in. So I'm just going to use it while I'm right here. I was going to do it beforehand, but you know, you got to do what you got to do. So, actually, I totally forgot. I'm using everything, well, not everything, most of the stuff I received for the month of August. And I need to use the brushes that I received from my Ipsy Glam Plus, I believe it was. Or was it from a Boxycharm? I'm not sure. I will probably post that right here. So, trying to see which one is, I believe this is my blending brush. So, I try to use this one, I believe, for my highlight the time I was trying it on. So I have my mirror right here because of the fact I can't use the other one. I am losing my eyesight, so not like bad or anything, just because of the fact I'm getting, you know, older. And eyesight issues happen in my family, so it's genetic. I'm sure a lot of people have that. And I'm probably not alone. It's funny because when my husband asks me to read something or look at something or trim his hair, cut his hair, I'm always like, crap, I gotta get my freaking glasses out just to see this. Because they're supposed to be my reading and basically TV watching glasses so I can see what's going on. Not only that, sometimes I have to read lips. I know this sounds weird, but the reason why is because a lot of people don't even know. You all, I don't know if I told you, I'm actually deaf in my right ear. I got maybe like, I'm not completely deaf, but I got 20% hearing. Last year it was at 30%. So I am being seen for that. I'm just saying, like, it's really hard for me to understand what people are saying, so I have to look at their lips. I just figured I'd let you all know that is one thing you didn't know about me, and now you do. Now what we're going to do is, I did get my eyeshadows from Boxycharm. I got my Ace Beauty. And I got my Balm Cosmetics. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and use the Balm Cosmetics palette. I'm going to try to go in with the lighter shade of brown for my crease here. Let's go ahead and get that blending brush I had. Now, I do apologize. I have a cat, so you're probably going to see hair sort of flying around. I brushed her this morning. Her hair is actually going everywhere. So I tried to catch as much as I could, but it just flies everywhere. That's the thing about having a cat. So let's go ahead and do this for my crease. All right, so that actually blended really, really quickly, and that's why I really do love this palette. This palette is amazing. Anything from the Balm Cosmetics blends so really, like, how do I put it? Really, really well. And that's what I love about this palette. I'm also going to go ahead and use, let's see. I'm going to go ahead and try to use a little bit of what is called Down Boy. Down. I like doing that. I'm weird, but that's just basically who I am. The reason why I'm going with a pink is because I'm going to use the Ace Beauty pink eyeshadow in my crease. And that's just basically what I like. So I'm going to go ahead and close this palette. We're going to go ahead and go into putting this on my mouth. We're going to use the Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow and Cotton Candy. I cannot believe it. This month has been so amazing for the Boxycharm for August. This is like, to me, this is like a rose gold eyeshadow. It is so pigmented. You know, I totally forgot to do something. I'm going to actually show you all something. If you use a setting spray for this, you get a deeper, more potent, bold shadow, which will look more colorful and the color will pop. So I'm using my setting powder. I totally forgot about that. I'm going to go ahead and, so I want to show you, look at this compared to this. You see that? Isn't that wonderful? I mean, I'm like shook to the core from that. And I'm just in love. I hope that we do get an Ace Beauty, no wait, we are getting an Ace Beauty, I believe. No, I don't know. I actually don't know. An Ace Beauty palette with all these colors in it, that would be great. Because I would probably go really nuts over that. Alright, so the next thing I'm actually going to do is I'm going to go with a matte brown for my, like a light color matte brown for my, what do you call it, my lid here. Because of the fact I did a makeup look a while back with, which palette was it? Was it a palette that I used? I don't think it was, I think it was this one. So I'm going to go in with, what am I going to go in? Color, make up your mind. I'm going to go ahead and go in with the Bahama Mama in the Balm Cosmetic. And sweep it over my lid. Just a little bit, not a whole lot. Okay, you see that? Not a whole lot. Then, again, I keep saying then and then and then. I'm going to go in with the NYX Ace Beauty Glimmer Shadow in Iced Latte. Oh. Now, apparently, I guess this is supposed to be a dupe for ColourPop. I think. I'm not sure. I can't remember. Please do not put that on my nose. Did you see that? I put it on my... I put it on my nose. I can't make sense lately. Now, the reason why I'm going with a darker color, or basically a brown on my lid, is apparently this is the look that I'm going to go with. Now, it will look a lot better as the more I use different shadows. So, but can you look at this and tell me this isn't a really great deal that we got with these eyeshadows? I think it is. And the way it goes on so beautifully along with the setting spray. Now, this isn't the setting spray I'm actually using. This is the truffle setting spray. Apparently, the bottle, the spritzer got stuck. It doesn't work, so I had to use it in my one bottle that I emptied out. My favorite. So I'm going to go ahead and do the rest of my eyeshadow with something else because I'm using a different palette to go with this look. And we're not actually going through those shadows. We're just going through the makeup I received for the month of August. I'll be back. All right, so I'm back. It kind of probably looks the same, but it isn't. I actually added a couple of more different shadows. I wanted to lighten this section up a little bit on the pink, but I'm actually done with that. We're going to go ahead and start with the next item for the top here of my, under my eyebrows. Basically, I want to make my eyes pop. I'm going to go ahead and use, hold on. I'm going to go ahead and use this brush. I did not get a chance to say that these brushes are excellent. They are working really freaking well. For $50, I don't know about these being $50, but they work as if that's what they're worth. If you get what I'm saying. They do really well. Now, I'm going to go ahead and use my Mary Luminizer from my Balm Cosmetics. This one right here for the top of my lid. This actually makes the eye pop. It makes your eyebrows look a lot more lifted. Your eyes lifted, I'm sorry. It makes your eyes more lifted. That's what I also love about this. Not only that, if I do not pluck, I'm going to say this out. I'm going to say this. If I'm not plucking my eyebrows and I have hairs there, what I like about highlighting it is it like blocks out you seeing the hairs there. So there is that. I'm going to go ahead and do my eyebrows and my little, I usually put something underneath my lashes and I will be back. Since I already curled my lashes, we're going to go in what I received in my box, and that is the Tarte Big Ego mascara. So, like, this is a neon pink. They really wanted to go bold on the color. Right, it does have an hourglass, which I do like the fact that they do that. So I'm going to go ahead and do my lashes. I hate when I poke my eyes. I want you to look at this. You see this compared to that? Look at that. Yeah, this mascara is like thebomb.com. Yeah, it takes me a bit, apparently. I like the fact that these eyelashes with this mascara, it does not screw up my lashes. Like, I can go over it just a couple of times and it looks really, really good. What I'm going to do is going to try to put a little bit more on the ends so that way it looks more winged. All right, Kyla, stop getting obsessive with your makeup. All right, so yeah, this mascara definitely worth purchasing. Woo! I don't know if you can tell, it's like really freaking hot in my room. I'm burning up. I complain, I get cold, I get hot, I don't know what it is, and then like my husband is always like, okay, I'll turn the temperature up, I'll turn the temperature down for you. What is it? So yeah, he's really very caring for me when it comes to me being hot or cold. All right, I am actually going to, the next thing we are going to use is a primer. Well, first I'm going to use the serum that we got in the Boxycharm, and that is the Wonder Glow Ahead Illuminating Face Oil. Well, it's not a serum, I guess it's a face oil. So I'm going to go ahead and use this. I don't know what it is, but I'm very glowy. Very, very glowy, and I always tend to just put more and more glow to my skin. It's just who I am, basically. You're supposed to, you can actually put this in just areas that you want to glow, and you can tell, I'm showing you right now, I do have an irritation going on. And that's not just because of this oil, it's because I'm rubbing my skin. And that is from the weather. So, and I told you I have sensitive skin. Very sensitive. Now, the primer I received in my glam bag was the Thank Me Later Face Primer Illuminating Face Primer by Elizabeth Mott. This stuff is really, really good. Now, look at how holographic that is. Do you see that? Yeah. I did a mask today that was really holographic. And oh my goodness, it like makes your face like really glowy. Now, I will tell you that this primer does have alcohol in it. Now, the thing with me and alcohol, my skin will turn red, and you will notice that. And that's why I like try not to use a lot of stuff with alcohol in it, and why I can't really use certain perfumes. Not only that, like perfumes are really strong. So, alcohol just like really makes me break out really bad. And I have to be careful about what I'm putting on my skin, because it will burn on my skin. I will show you right now. This is what alcohol did to my nose. Like, I did rubbing alcohol before I did my derma roller this week, and it's still raw. It was really, really bad. So, nah. You all are probably wondering, am I going to use the thing that I purchased on the side in my Ipsy Glam Plus? And the answer is yes. I am going to try to use it. I'm really nervous to use it because of the fact that it just streaked. It was more patchy looking when I tried to put it on, and that is the It Cosmetics Bye Bye Foundation. I do love it, don't get me wrong, once I get to the end. But we are actually going to use a brush for the makeup brush that I did receive from It Cosmetics at one point. I'm really nervous about this because I don't use brushes, but since I've been shaving my face with a dermaplaner, my skin has turned out really, really well. So please let this work out. So I'm not going to let it dry on this part, but I am going to do this side with the brush. Oh, wow. Okay. The brush actually does pretty well. Wow, I didn't even expect that. I love to use a beauty blender because it makes my face a lot dewier, but since I'm using a lot of dewy stuff. Now, I am trying to put this as a full coverage. Now, I guess I'm going to what do you call this? What the heck do you call it? A lot of ASMR artists use it. Oh, stipple. I'm going to stipple this on. Okay, so here's the thing about this. I guess the more I put on, the more streaks I'm getting. And the stippling part isn't working that much, which is kind of getting irritating for me. So I'm just going to use it like I usually do. And it is kind of rubbing my skin a bit raw. Cutting into my hair. Look, I got a hairpiece right there. Yes, Kyla, rub it more into your hair. So that way it looks like you're wearing a wig. No, but I don't want to do that. Yeah, apparently I'm talking to myself. Look at this. You see this part of my skin? This is why I love it. Like, you see the redness here? Before, after, before, after. Wish my skin wouldn't let my hair stick to me. Like I said, I'm really happy I shaved my face before doing this. Because it will stick to your hair. It will. And no lie to that. That is one thing that it gets on my nerve. Apparently, it's not wanting to work on my nose. So, yeah, it has its moments on this. I'm just going to call this a CC cream because it's basically what it's supposed to be. But it just doesn't rub in with your hands as a CC cream like you would with a moisturizer. Like, look at that. I don't know if you can see that. Like, there's streaks all over my nose. And I want to use my beauty blender for it. Why? Let's see if I got a beauty blender. Alright, we're going to use my beauty blender here. Get it wet with my setting spray. Get it really wet. Let's see how it works. Oh yeah, the beauty blender works really well with this on the nose. So please, if you're going to use this, be careful on putting it on your nose. Apparently, it doesn't work well. Woo! I'll be back. Apparently, I need to go wash this beauty blender. I just dropped it. So I'll be back. Just a minute. So what I would do was just go over your lines that you have on your skin with a beauty blender and your setting spray. You do not have to use water. And the kind of setting spray you want to use is one that has oils in it, infused oils. That's what I've done before with certain foundations. So, hair sticking. Okay, so look at my skin. Look at how beautiful it turns out with this Bye Bye foundation. Like I said, it has its ups and it has its downs. And I wish they would do better on the product to where we don't have to correct it with either a blending sponge or a certain kind of brush. I want to be able to apply it with my hands. But the stuff is amazing after it's actually put on and fixed all over the skin. I have to say, it's not completely, I don't know if it's completely full coverage, but I do know that it's a medium to full. So if you can look at my skin. Now, I didn't get a chance to cover this whole part on this side due to the fact that, yeah, it's my irritation. I'm trying to be careful. It burns. So I'm going to go ahead and let this sit on my face for a bit before I do my contour. I will see you all soon. Alright, so I went ahead and let it set for a little bit. I also set it down with a setting spray so that way, hopefully, it's set it down to where it's not going to move around when I do my contour. So, we're going to use the contour from Bahama Mama. Well, the name of it from the Balm Cosmetics. Let me go ahead and show you what I'm using. I'm using the Bahama Mama right here. And we're going to use my e.l.f. contour. This little brush here. I actually love, I didn't think that I would like the contour color here. I thought it was going to be like too freaking light. It wasn't going to make anything out of anything basically in my face. But it proved me wrong. So, yeah. It blends wonderfully. It like does not leave any kind of streaks whatsoever. The blending is just amazing. Now, you can see I'm doing this weird thing. I have this weird shape of these little lines here that I have all over my forehead. It just makes my forehead look a little bit big. And it's just something I've always done, was I tried to make it look smaller. Now, like I said, this stuff is going to move around. This little bye-bye foundation stuff. So I'm going to use the beauty sponge real quick. So I think I'm going to have to retouch up my makeup after contour. That's what's irritating again. That's another downfall. What I don't get is how people sit there and they say, oh, I love the bye-bye foundation. Oh my God, I have no problems. Well, they have a technique, yes, on how they get things done. But really, I don't know if it's just to keep the product. Not say anything negative. But with me, I like to be real about my review. I'm sorry, but that's who I am. Don't get me wrong, I love IT Cosmetics, but they need to try and do better. Seriously. So I'm going to go in with my Moda Pro chisel brush. Just my contour brush. And we're going to go in and contour. Yeah, I'm definitely going to have to go over and retouch certain premises of the face from where the foundation went. Ah, that irritates me. Alright, time for me to kind of curvature my nose a little bit. I'm going to use, since the foundation is on my nose, I'm going to drop everything on the floor. I'm going to use my beauty blender to contour a little bit to make it look more like a soft HD effect. All right, I'm going to go ahead and fix this disaster up here, and I'll be back. All right, so I am back. I fixed it just a little bit, as much as I could. I'm going to blend this into my hair a little bit. All right, the next thing that we are going to do is I'm going to go ahead and do my inner corner with my wonderful handy dandy new highlighter I got from my Ipsy glam bag, or Ipsy, yeah, I think my Ipsy glam bag. That is the Estate Cosmetics highlighter in Do Me. Yes, that kind of makes me cringe to say that, but do me. So there's what it looks like. Where is... That's the wrong brush, Kyla. Alright. I picked up my brush and cleaned it. Where did I put it? Give me a minute. Alright, I found it. That little sharp, not sharp, little corner little brush thing that I want to use. Now, to make this really pop, I'm going to use my setting spray. Go in the corner here, make it pop. I don't know about this corner brush. I'm going to go ahead and try a different brush. I really think that I'm going to go, I don't think they have one that I actually like at the moment for my inner corner. So I'm going to use my other brush that I received in a different month. During a different month. I'm like sitting here. Oh, yeah, that one's a lot better. Thank goodness the setting spray is still on this brush. Okay. We're going to put the colors I used for my under part of my eye. And again, I'm going to use the pointer brush here. Okay, and then I'm going to go in with that matte pink, the Down Boy matte pink. Try not to use a whole lot of shimmer down below. Apparently I've been doing that. And glitter from the shimmer, like I said, it bothers me to do that. And it just goes down my face. So I'm just wanting to use matte shades. Now we're going to go ahead and do the cheeks, which I'm going to use my favorite cheek brush, which is by Royal and Lane Nickel, the Moda brush, which is for your cheeks. We're going to go in with my Instain, which is a long wearing cheek stain. It's in the Balm Cosmetics. I cannot say this enough on how beautiful this stuff is. It is very dark, so you want to be careful. I mean, I wasn't very careful because I'm trying to hurry. Apparently, my husband wants to take a nap. Bless his heart. Can you see how beautiful that is? Really cute. Here is that. Now, we're going to go again with the highlighter. I know I have such a huge glow going on my face. Like, you're probably like, dang, you glow, girl. And I'm like, yes, I do glow. We're going to go with my favorite Luxie highlighting brush. And this is the tapered highlighter right here. I'm going to use my setting spray to dampen it to make that glow pop. Just watch. I do go in a little bit into my blush. Look at that. Bam. Look at that. Bam. I'm a goober. Ta-da. This is still damp, so I'm going to go onto the nose. So I believe that is actually all that I received for the month of August in the makeup that I am trying on. I'm actually going to finish my lips and my under eye part and my hair. I'm just basically going to get all dolled up for y'all, and I will see you soon. So I am back, and I went ahead and did everything. I went ahead and did my hair, my lips, and then guess what? I totally forgot to use my setting powder I received from Boxycharm, and I feel really, really freaking bad about that. But, sorry, my little thing here got dirty. So I'm going to go ahead and use it to set my makeup. I do love this, and you got to make sure that you do close this, because if you don't close this setting powder, which has a cooling effect, this is from the Becca Cosmetics. This is the Hydro Mist, I believe, setting powder, and it just literally feels like you're putting water on your skin. And I love the fact that it's like a filter on your skin though, too. It has the mesh here. It feels like I got water spraying everywhere right now. So I'm trying to look for my little powder brush. Where are you? My setting powder brush. If I can find you, unless I washed it and then didn't put it back. Which, no, I did not wash you. Poor thing. I'm sorry. I neglected you. Apparently, I neglected my brush. Alright, so I'm going to do this. Put it on top of my makeup. I really do love this. I really do. And I'm scared that one day I'm going to forget to close the lid. And then I'm not going to get the cooling effect anymore. Alright, look at that poofy mess. Anywho, I wanted to do something with my lips. That is, I want to use the eyeshadow I received in my Boxycharm. Where did I probably put it back in my drawer. I want to use the Ace Beauty Glamour Shadow and Cotton Candy. What I am actually going to do is I'm going to put my finger on it. I like the rose gold effect. And put it on my lips. Do you see that? Rose gold. Mm-hmm. And one more thing I'm going to do. Going to lighten my Cupid bow right here. And then down here. Then in the middle. So that was all of most of the products I received in August. I want to go ahead and say thank you all so much for stopping by and watching me try on the products. It was such a blast, and hopefully you got to know me a little bit more this month a little bit more than you did last month. Well, every time you stop by, you get to know me a little bit more and more. If you can, please go ahead and like this video. If you want to, but you do not have to, go ahead and subscribe. Once you subscribe, go ahead and hit that notification bell that's down below the video. And that way you get notified of my next video. All right, I can't wait to see y'all next time. Love you. Bye.